Welcome to the Golden Square Podcast with your hosts, Linda Scott and Sharilyn Fisher. Are you ready? Because we're starting right now, only on Stunner Radio, the heart and soul of the culture.
Hey!
Hello, everybody.
It's Thursday night, and it's Sharilyn. Now, listen, y'all. Listen, I know most of you can see what's going on here, too. Yeah. Y'all can see that new person. Y'all see her? They say blondes have more fun. That's what they say.
They lie.
So,
I've been sitting home watching TV every night.
so, well, Sugar, how you been?
I'm good.
Good. What a hot day. Yeah, I don't know if we ever gonna recover from this. And I'm really looking for November to come in because that's my birthday. And then
she's giving herself a surprise birthday party.
I am.
Say it.
Yeah, I'm giving another surprise birthday party. So you all prepare yourself and come on in. And I'm taking all gifts, because you only turn 66 one time, and I'm trying to get there. So if God say the same, November 3rd, I'm celebrating it this year. So it'll be my surprise birthday party, y'all. And I'm be coming in the room saying, surprise. But on the real deal, we have a beautiful show tonight. And I can't wait to bring this young man in so that somebody gonna introduce him to the world because he's amazing. Yes, he really is. So we're just gonna get right on into it. Hopefully everybody's having a cool day all over, because we know all over everywhere is hot. And our hearts and condolences go out to the families in Maui and Canada. Y'all be careful as well. There's a lot going on, people.
There's a lot going on everywhere.
So stay yes. Put that prayer in there day and night and in the afternoon. So everywhere. So Toya, bring on our special guest tonight.
Hey! Good to see everybody.
So listen, everybody, we got to have some real energy because this joker right here. Okay, I need a drink on the side of me. Out of all nights, I don't have one because this man is real. See that? He's real. So
get ready to laugh. That's all I can tell you.
That's it.
So fun for the next hour.
AC.
Yes.
Now, I technically just learned the AC part. So tell the people who you are.
I am Alan Cotton. I'm from Pittsburgh originally. Then I went to school in South Carolina, then moved to Atlanta. Former police officer.
I didn't know that.
Former operations manager for American Airlines. Okay. And then after that, I started getting into clean eating and fitness and stuff like that. So now I'm pretty much a fitness enthusiast and mostly an important positive energy junkie. That's how I like
it. That's the junkie right there.
I swear it's something that everybody should do. Everybody should be a part of. You hear people all the time saying, if you think positive things will come. Right. Or if you're positive, things will happen. And it's the truth because they do. Right. I'm a witness. I'm a believer. And everything that's happening in my life and on this journey was because I changed the way I think. Sorry.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's really a lifestyle.
It is.
It's a lifestyle.
Yeah.
So you, I don't know if I'm ever going to say Alan. So
you don't have to.
I'm never going to say it.
That's cool.
That was it. AC since.
At least for 10 years or more, you've been AC.
It's been that long. The only people that call me Alan are my family, my immediate family. So if somebody calls me on the phone and say, hey, can I speak to Alan? I already know somebody I shouldn't be talking to. Because if you're not saying AC, then it's probably, then the next thing will be like, we want to talk to you about your extended car warranty, something like that. So, it's definitely AC.
That's amazing. You know what I mean, I don't even know where to go with you. I think the first time I met you, we was in Tennessee at the All Black Ski Resort,
and I blame you. I blame you for this modeling journey that I'm on. I blame everybody
I'll take the blame.
Yes.
I'll take the blame
Good
because
blame.
the
Good
night
blame.
that we met, it was so crazy. And the guy was like, "Oh, I need some more models. This is all they have." I'm like, "I'm not even a part of this." But however, wait a minute. I've spotted some people in the audience, and we're gonna make some things happen. And he was like, "You some people in the audience." I'm like, "Yes." I showed him you. He was like, "Yeah."
And the thing about it was, I was there to do a fitness workshop the next day, but I didn't know that fashion show, there was like 1,000 people there. I mean, it was packed. It was because it was a conference, the urban area conference or something. So it was a packed house. And I had no idea what I was getting into. I had no idea what you were getting me into, Linda. I had no idea. And she kept saying, "Just go out there. It'll be okay. It'll be okay." And I'm like, I don't know. I've never done anything like this. I don't want to do something like this, you know. And so the first time I went out, I was so nervous, and I walked, and and I'm walking down the line, and then people started clapping, and I'm looking around like, wait a minute, who are these people? They don't know me.
They don't know me.
And so the claps got louder, and my chest started poking out, and the claps got louder, and I stood straight up, and then the claps got louder. Next thing I know, I was like, walking down the runway, and that was it. That was the start of that.
But the killer part was this being your first event, unknowing that anything was going to happen. What we gonna put you in? This guy had a new line of underwears and swimwear and all that. And I was like, "Oh, I bet this guy gonna kill it."
Yeah.
And you did just like that. And the funniest thing to me after was you came out and said, "I like this."
Yeah, because I was so hesitant about going out there, and you kind of pushed me, like, and it was too late. It was like, I'm here, the light's on me, I'm here, and I did it. And after that first time, it just kind of felt natural, And so again, I had no idea that was part of my journey, And then since then, I have done print ads. We've been to the Bahamas. I done went to London Fashion Week, New York, everywhere. And it all started there in Tennessee. And I had no idea that was a part of my journey.
But see, God don't always tell us exactly where we're going. Yes. And he shows us, and he put you in that spot. And it's
I think one of the things is because we always think we're in charge. And that was my problem. Yeah. Because I always say, well, that's not how I planned it. So that's not how it's supposed to be. But I had no idea that my journey was already preordained. And all I had to do was to show up. And believe.
Show up and believe and let Linda Scott push you. Let me push you. And when I say I pushed you, you walked, and I was so proud of you.
Thank you.
I felt you. I felt the new horizon that was on you. It was like, oh man, did I just sign his contract? It was amazing. It was amazing, and I was so proud. And the person, I can't think of his name. The designer said, "Linda, what's his name?" I said, "I don't know. I'll give him a name in a minute. I don't know."
Yeah.
I had no clue. And from that day when you said AC, it's always, I could never call you Alan. I could never call you anything but
AC. is the name that I've had all my life. I mean, since high school, everybody, that's the only really name that I know, Wow. Somebody might call me Alan and I might not turn around because I know
that sounds like one of my sons was playing basketball and all he knew was his nickname that we called him. And they called him by his name. He's an excellent ball player. They describing him as, I'm the one in the stands just yelling and can, that boy ain't moved yet. I had to yell, boy, that's you.
Yeah, exactly.
That is amazing. So outside of your modeling, I know you are an athlete. I know you. I think one of my biggest things that I enjoy talking to people about you is the energy.
You have such a positive.
It's the energy that you bring into the room, and then to see. Oh God, I should have had Ramona to give me that video that you did a bit. You did the physical part at one of our model workshops.
Yeah. Oh yeah. The happiness.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I was tired just looking at y'all. I just sat there and I said, "That's it. I done lost about 10 pounds." It was amazing. It was amazing. It's so much. God, it's so much that could be said about you because you're one of those people that you say it's for real. It's for real. I've never seen anything that you didn't flip. Anything negative, that you always had something positive to say about it. And why should you not do this? And why should you not go over here? And I think one of your it's your motto. It's you live by your motto. If your destiny is to be great,
then be great on purpose.
Be great on purpose.
Yeah, that's right.
I'm like, boy, that joker right there something else.
That's right. I think one of the things that for me is self-reflection and self-respect.
Yes.
And every single day that I wake up, I have to look in the mirror and not only tell myself that I am worthy, my birthright to be great. I have to tell myself that, but I also have to be brutally honest with myself about my own flaws. It's so easy to point out somebody else's flaws in a heartbeat.
Right.
And so that finger's turned around and pointed at you.
Yes.
And then after that, like for instance, that the thing is, everybody knows a hater, but nobody's a hater.
Right.
Everybody hate liars, but nobody lies.
Nobody lies.
Everybody knows jealous people, but nobody's jealous. And the first thing people say, I don't have a jealous bone in my body. I don't have hate. Why do I got to hate? That's the first thing people say, including myself. So I had to look in the mirror and say, you've lied, you've been jealous, you hate, all of these things that you condemn in somebody else, you have done yourself. So instead of sitting up here and pointing the finger at other people, turn around and point the finger in the mirror and correct your own flaws. And if you could correct your own flaws, which I try to do every single day, then I notice in my own life, it gets me ahead. It moves me forward. And I can't tell anyone else how to live. And I can't tell you what you should do. I can only tell you what I've done and what helps me. Now, if you can relate to that, then that's fine. And if you can't, then that's fine too, because everybody's not supposed to be the same.
Right.
We're all different on purpose.
Correct.
So yeah.
Those are good words. Because yes, I hate Sharilyn because she got all those babies over there. See, that's a lie too. And then so yeah, yeah. But and then we have to do exactly what you say, and that's what I tell people all the time. If you look in the mirror and talk to yourself, self will tell you the truth. Now, are you gonna believe?
And you're gonna listen.
That's it.
And listen to what you said to yourself, because yourself already done told you, yep, you jealous. I'm jealous because Sharilyn got blonde hair. I'm still lying. You know what I'm saying? So it's not that, but I'm happy that she's happy with the blonde hair. I'm happy that you gave me the opportunity to push you.
Yes.
I'm happy and not jealous that you didn't say no, Linda. You tried to say no. I did. Yeah, you did. Yeah, I'm gonna take that back.
You know better than that, AC. Trying to tell her no.
He didn't know at the time. He didn't know. All I know is that the guy approached me and said, I need men. These are all the models that the people have. I'm like, dude, I don't even know who. I don't know you. Bowie, that was his name, Bowie.
Oh yeah,
I don't even know who you are. I don't know the people who putting on the show. I don't know nothing. But listen, you need help, and I would not ever be in the presence of anybody to see them crash and burn. So let's go make this fashion show a fashion show. Yeah. And I see somebody, and he said, well, I need somebody who could wear it. Ooh, could wear this. I know. I don't know him, but I see him.
I see
So
him.
those are things that we constantly do have to tell each other, because we have to, at our age, be on that preparation and of this might happen or that might happen. So we can't say, "Oh, I got to go get ready." You got to be ready.
You got to be
So when
ready.
that opportunity
So you
hits
don't have
you,
to get ready.
That's right. That's right. So I thank you for letting me push you.
And I
see, the
thank
first
you for
time I met
pushing
you
me.
First time I met you was in Fort Lauderdale,
That's right.
and we took the little
Boat
one-day
ride to
cruise
the
over to the Bahamas.
I have still
You
have
guys
the
got in
pictures.
that water and killed it.
Yes.
Oh yeah, that's
Yeah.
right.
Yes.
Y'all got in that water and killed it.
Y'all even had AC. Now let me tell y'all, anybody who know me know I don't swim or
Don't get wet.
I don't get wet. Any of those things right there. But this shoot was so amazing.
Yeah.
I even ducked down in the when I got up, I said, "You stupid."
Yeah, you was in the water.
She out there all
in the yeah. I was so
water.
you guys gave me so much energy. You
Energy,
made me say, "Okay, we're gonna bring this shoot. This shoot is gonna happen." And to see oh my God,
It was
people, it was amazing. It was
was
amazing.
really
And
And I was so
I thank you for that, because that was like a few years after the very first show in
Right.
Tennessee.
right.
And that very first show in Tennessee that you pushed me into, that we did, I think it was the next day, some people came up to me and were asking, well, how do we get in contact with you? We have a show
Right.
here and we want you to do this show. And from
Right.
then on, and then I didn't know that modeling, you can make money, just walking down the runway with somebody else's clothes on.
Right.
And then when I start getting these paid gigs, and I was like, wait a minute now. It's okay.
Yes.
You pay for my hotel room, you have a car picking me up, and I'm like, this is okay. Excuse me. Sorry.
Right. That's okay. But that's the whole thing. See, when I try to tell people, if you just listen and follow the orders, there's nothing that cannot come your way.
Yep.
But when you know everything and don't know nothing, you stuck like Chuck.
Yep.
So your first encounter said to all the other models, if he can do this, I can do this. How did you get into that? Yeah, you can tell him I pushed you. Yeah, that lady over there pushed me. But
after she
pushed me, I did everything that she told me to do.
Exactly.
And you had your comp cards. You took pictures every time you turned around. You had everything that was needed to do so. And then when people start to see you speak, that was a whole nother avenue.
That started the hosting stuff. And
that's
what's
it.
going on here?
That is it.
I'm like, wait a minute now. And the next thing I know, somebody's asking me to do the anti-bullying day at Six Flags.
Yes.
And I did that. And Six Flags, come on now. There's like millions of people there every day.
Yep,
and to be able to do that. And from there, these are people that I've never met before and that I didn't know. And from there, then I was invited to do the bridal magazine shoot in Pensacola, I think, or Panama City.
Yes.
And then from there was a producer in there, because producers and entertainers and everybody, they come to the show. So they see the people, they see the models, they see the clothes. And from there, the next thing I know, they're like, well, we want you to come and do London Fashion Week.
Yes.
And next thing I know, I'm in the United Kingdom. And it just kept going on and on and on. And to be able to meet so many prominent people and still be in contact with those people, just because I was only going by how I was guided and how I was being pushed. And I kept saying to myself, wait a minute, this is not what I had on my agenda. But then I had to realize that I needed to let go, surrender, and allow this force that is guiding me to guide me, because I knew that there was a purpose to this. And still to the day, I'm like, wait a minute, is this for real?
Right.
Because I'm being guided to do something, and I know that is bigger than conflict. It's bigger than chaos. It's bigger than jealousy. It's bigger than negativity. It's bigger than all of the stuff that we condemn in the world every single day. And for me to be able to say, I don't want to be a part of that anymore. You know, I don't want to be a part of every time you turn on social media, every time you turn on the news, everything is negative. Everything. Right. It's either death, sickness, disease, fight, or violence. And that's become the norm. That's become the norm in our lives now. But we don't you don't have to be a part of that.
You don't have to.
You know? And I feel like the minority should not be negative positivity. I'm sorry. The majority should be positive. Yeah. Not the minority. And right now, that's where we are. We're in the minority spot where, you know, if you're positive or if you feel a certain way, even people look at me and say, oh, no, he's faking, or, you know, he can't be like that every day.
Every day. They just don't know. They just don't know.
My whole thing is like, even with my posts on social media, they're meant for me first. I use the first person. Most of the time, you know, I'm talking about me. Because I know these are the things that I need to correct in my own life.
And when you make those corrections, you make those corrections, and like you said, you had to surrender all the other craziness. You had so many things going on at one time, AC. I'm like, how is this boy gonna do this? You had to be here in Fort Lauderdale, then you had to turn around and be back up here in Atlanta. Then you had to turn around and be AC. I said, I can't, Lord, but you got him. I said, God got him. He's in his hand. Brian is a very good PR person. He made sure him, Miss Linda, well, he needs this, he needs that. Well, he's going to be about 10 minutes late. They driving from wherever.
Yes.
And
I have a great team, and I'm so thankful for that, because even with them, I didn't know these people. You know, they were actually, we were connected just like you and I were, Linda. And it wasn't something planned. It's something that happened. And then being able to have a good crew and good people around you, that to me is something that, you know, I haven't had before, because I have some great friends. I have great family. You know, I'm not disconnected with my family. We're very close. My friends and I are very close. We've been friends forever, you know, and we're still friends. And these are the people that know me. You know, and these are the people that I gravitate to, because their energy is what pushes me. You know, so I'm around the same kind of people, you know, and that's what I love the most, because if you're around the people that you are, then you continue to grow. You continue to be stronger. You know it's real.
Absolutely.
You know, and that's what I feel. And that's what I feel.
Right. Because I tell my grandson, I not just my grandson, but of course my people underneath me. If you want to be a doctor, don't go and be with somebody who's a singer. You need to be with a doctor. Surround surround yourself with people who want to do the same thing or are doing the same thing, to see, so how do you do that? And they're going to walk you into, you got to go to school, you got to do this, you got to do that. And then we'll sit at the table and break bread when it all comes together. So you man, somebody come up to you, AC, if they don't leave you with a very positive mindset, man, something really was wrong with that person. That's what I'm saying.
One thing about it is everybody's energy is not meant for everybody.
Right.
You know, and I say all the time, I go off of vibes. And if our vibes don't connect or don't match, I fall back. There's nothing wrong with that. You don't have to force yourself to like somebody.
Right.
You know, you don't have to force yourself to be liked. You know, if you're just who you are, like people always say to me, you know, you're so positive. That's something that I don't have to tell people, you know, because it's who I am. And I'm not ashamed of that. You know, some people say, well, that's cockiness or whatever. And I said, and it's not being cocky. You know, it's I know who I am,
Right,
and I know
right.
what my journey is, and I know where I've been. And
AC,
yes.
I'm sitting here laughing because I saw you a flash before me getting ready to do your shoot in the Bahamas, right? And one of my friends came over to the Bahamas with us, Sharilyn and Tiffany, and a couple of other was like, "No, Miss Linda, I got the oil job."
Oh yeah.
I told him everybody on the team has a job. My job is all down the mail. That was my job. And Tiffany's trying to take my job. So you better go sit down.
I enjoyed that, by the way. Yes, indeed.
Every time you came out the water, there I was.
I'm just ready for he don't need no more oil on him. Get away.
Yeah, I enjoyed that.
I didn't want to get sunburned.
I know that flash. That just flashed out of my head, and that's all I can see is, oh baby. He don't even know what's going on.
I just stood there, and everything else fell in place.
It fell right there in place. It's amazing.
You know, when we was on that 1 day cruise, you made it so fun. You
so
was just
did.
your vibe.
Yeah.
You just made it so fun.
Thank
Some
you.
of the models were kind of angry at you because they had stayed up the night before drinking, and here you come with all this positive energy.
Thank you.
Let's do it. Let's do it. They did it. So I know you are a trainer.
Yeah.
And so what area are you in school? Are you pro? Where are you? Who are you training?
I am a Spartan athlete. I haven't competed this season. After the pandemic, the whole athletic sporting things, everything changed.
Right.
And it was an adjustment that we all had to make.
Correct.
Even now, I do work out and train with college students because one of my specialties is endurance. So like running and weights and endurance, things like that. So I do train people in that aspect. Mm-hmm. As far as being in fitness, my whole thing with that is I like to make it fun. You know, we always hear people say, "Oh, my trainer killed me," or or we had a hard time, or I feel like this and that. And not in my sessions. We're gonna have a party in my sessions because I want you feel like you want to come back the next time.
You want to come back, but AC,
because if you don't, when you tell
AC,
the mind believes
AC, stop. AC, hold up. Just hold up one cotton pick a minute. Let me just tell you. Now, yes, they are going to come back to you. Yes, you're going to have a good time with them. And the third, yes, you did kill them. Okay, I just want you to know. But it was a good kill. It was a good kill. I just want you to make sure you knew that the trainers before did kill them, but we didn't get anything out of it. Your kill was, I had a great time and I can't wait to get killed.
And we had a dance. We danced and we had a party. And while we were dancing and having a party, you were working out and burning out down calories.
That's
and
right.
You had fun.
That's it. That is so true.
And that's the whole thing. You remember that session.
Yes.
For the fun part of it.
Yes.
You remember that because everybody was up and they were dancing and clapping and the music was going on.
Everybody had a smile on their face.
Time.
And you went overtime. You went over. And I was like, hello, anybody gonna stop? Y'all want to keep going? It was amazing. It was amazing. Yeah. I love to see you work. And that's why I was asking you what training, area are you pros? I'm gonna say you pro because you know what you're doing.
Well, I mean, because of the Spartan program, that is a pro sports, and I've gotten very far in that sport, and I love it. And you'll see, like now, I'll be back in the game again now. Everything is starting back up with me. I did take a break, and I did that on purpose. After the pandemic, I lost 2 brothers, and again, we're very close family. Right. My family is watching right now. Hey, everybody.
Hey,
yeah. And and that kind of did something to me because we went from 9 children to 6 children
Wow.
in a matter of a couple years.
Wow.
And, you know, when you're coming from a close-knit family, you know, and you're all close, all together, you know, the first couple, you know, hit, but after the third one, it hit hard, you know, and I had to sit back and let me tell you this, I wasn't in a depressive mode, but I was in a mode like, what's going on here? What's happening? Because I lost my brothers to cancer. I lost my mother to diabetes. I lost my grandmother to cancer. And so me and my older brother, who's watching right now too, we were both like, are we next? You know, what's going on? So a lot of things get to you mentally. But then I had to realize that, you know, there are things that I need to do in order to complete my mission here on earth.
Right.
You know, and I know my purpose here is bigger than me. My purpose is bigger than my problems.
Right.
And so sitting back and thinking about these things, I know that I said, okay, it's time to get back in the game because I keep getting offer after offer and I keep saying, not right now. You know, and then so now, you know, starting back in the game, it's like once I'm starting contacting people and people are saying, can you do this show? Let's do this show. And now I'm involved in a big production that's coming out that's going to be all-star studded.
All right.
And everything is still in motion right now, but I'm going to be the host of this. And I can't wait. Yeah, I can't wait to announce it. I can't wait till it comes out because coming off a break and coming right back into where I left off. Yeah. And I have to say, thank you, God, because this is you. You know, this is a higher power because there's no way in the world I thought that all of these things would happen to me. I never thought this journey was even for me. You know, the hosting, the modeling, being in commercials, the acting.
Yes. Wait. AC, we got to take a quick commercial. Hey, Barry, say great guest. Yes, he is. We'll be right back.
Take a break.
If you're looking for custom handcrafted fashion jewelry that makes a statement, look no further than Linda S. Jewelry, 1426. We specialize in quality pieces fit for any occasion. Follow us on Facebook at Linda S. Jewelry 1426 to view our inventory or to make a purchase. And don't forget to mention Stunner Radio sent you.
Hey, welcome back. So, our guest, AC, Mr. AC. So, Mr. AC, now you know when you host that event. Hello, Miss Linda.
Oh yeah. You know definitely be there.
All right.
Yes. And you know, I'm always a +1. You
gotta be there. Gotta be.
And while I'm talking about hosting, I just want to give a shout out to Pierre McCleary.
Please.
Oh my God. She is one amazing soul. She's watching right now too.
Hey, Pierre, I love you. I can't wait to see you in November.
We did the show.
So AC, you know what's going on about.
Yeah. So we did a show in Pittsburgh and it sold out. It made the front page in the newspaper. We were on a talk show there, she and I. And so, you know, we're planning on going back and doing another show there. And she has a show coming up right in September, at the beginning of September in St. Louis. And it's Hats Off Alopecia, and it's the 5th show.
Yes.
You know, so she and I met at your show, Linda.
Yep.
And see how things go. And that
her and Tiffany all in Pittsburgh. This Pittsburgh.
Oh, yeah.
So that's amazing. Now, let me just say, Pierre is, when I first met her in St. Louis, I saw something special in her.
Yeah.
I pulled her to the side and we chit chat and hey, do this, do that. And when I look back, AC, at you guys, I don't want to tell y'all I cry, but my heart be like, they doing it. You know, I see you all. I see Dion. I see Suge. I see you. I see Pierre. I see you guys. And I'd be like, okay, they're my cheering, y'all.
Yeah. Exactly.
These are my kids, and I love each and every one of you to the utmost. I can't even tell nobody. People say, how many children you have? I don't know. You want to know how many I birthed, or do you want to know how many I have?
Because you got some pictures that you want to show us.
Oh,
yeah, Ty, show us those pictures.
AC at work.
AC at work.
Okay, I'm ready. Any day, Toya. Let me see what he has to offer. But we're talking.
I don't know what pictures they picked out.
So
I'm surprised. I'm looking like too, like okay, wait a minute.
Hey, but it's okay. It's you working.
That's you working.
That's it. So that's all we can say at the moment. That's you working. So
working, and that's what he said.
That's it. So whatever it is, let's just go for it. But yeah, see, I'm fanning before it all happened. Hold on.
Yes,
work with it. So don't you look amazing?
Oh, you are amazing, AC.
Don't you look amazing?
Wow.
AC, I'm so proud of you.
Thank you.
I'm so proud that you never ever stop. That you do continue to look in the mirror every day and question you and tell you what to do. Boy,
stop it.
Hold on, Jesus. Wait a minute.
I think you need some baby oil. I think you need a little baby oil.
Oh Lord, help her, Jesus.
Wow.
Help her. Wow, amazing, son. Amazing. I am so proud of you. So if we all just stop and take a look at what we have to offer to the next person, because you're offering it to yourself. And you're not selfish, that you're holding it all in just to yourself. You are sharing the wealth. Now, whether or not I want to receive the wealth, that's another story.
Yeah.
But you are sharing the wealth, and I thank you for that. So, what is your next gig? What do you do outside of the one that you're getting ready to host? What else do you have going on?
Well, I'm coming to Houston in November.
All
to
right.
do the grand finale. I'll be there. I have
it.
some other shows coming up too. And you know how we got to wait till things are finalized before we actually say things. But I think I have 5 different events lined up now that are coming in the next probably 8 weeks. So I'm going to be very busy.
That's what I just said. How do you get from Pensacola back to Houston, from Houston to Fort Lauderdale?
8 weeks.
That's it. But a great team.
Yeah, that's it. I have a very great team. You guys know Brian is the brand manager, and then we have a crew underneath that, and everybody's responsible for something. The videos, the technical part, the pictures, everything. And the good thing about it, I guess my thing is longevity, because these people have been with me for the whole entire time. You know, and since this started, and I know because these people were sent to me, or we were sent to each other
together.
Yes, that it was meant to be, you know. And so being able to have that support behind me, and then because they tell me now, only thing we need for you to do is just to show up.
That's it.
And that in itself means a lot to me, you know, because
let me say this. Let me add something, or should I ask you a question? Because I know I'm never afraid to tell my age, but sometimes it doesn't always happen to us when we 10, 15, 25. How old are you, babe?
I am 57.
What you say, Jesus? What you say? Hallelujah. that is it.
For that, you know, and I guess that's when I talk about life and life experience, that's where my knowledge is coming from. You know, you can't be 20 years old and be a life coach. You know, what are you coaching? You know, and I remember in my 20s, you know, I was just so free spirited and just jumping around and doing everything, jumping off the walls. And then in my 30s, I was at that rebellious stage where I thought I knew everything. I was at every march, every protest. You know, I was that Black Panther type of person, you know, and always ready to have a pet peeve about something. in my 30s. You know, you think you got it all together. You think you know all the answers. And then in my 40s, I start realizing the things that I thought were important were not important at all. The pet peeves that I thought were important weren't important at all. I didn't start living life until I turned 50.
Shut up, man.
That's when it all started, because now when I look at 30-year-olds and 20-year-olds and I say I used to do the same thing. The only thing that has changed is the person. The situations are the same. The conversations are the same. Absolutely. Everything is the same. It's just a different person. And all the things that didn't work for me, I'll try to tell that to a 30-year-old or a 20-year-old. And the first thing they might say is, you think you know everything.
You
know, or they'll try to tell me something, and I have to say back, you can't compare 57 to 30. Because there's 27 more years of life experience in front of you. And that doesn't mean that I know more than you. That doesn't mean that I'm better than you. That doesn't mean that you can't teach me something.
Exactly.
It just means that some of the things that you're experiencing now, I've already done.
You know, and I'm trying to get you not to go down that avenue.
Yeah, you can go down that avenue, but I'm just telling you, this is what happened to me. It might not happen to you, but I'm just telling you, this is what happened to me.
But so you got a 50-50 chance that if it happened to me, it's gonna happen to you. Let me tell you why not to do things. And I was actually just talking to a young lady earlier who called, and we always talk about similarities to what we're saying right now, because one thing about it is the respect that we have to give, we should give, and I want to receive your respect. I'm not going to say to you, well, AC, I got 10 years on you.
Right.
So that makes me, as you just stated, better than you, and I know more than you. But I'm gonna say, listen, I was 57 at one time. Boy, that was a long time ago. But I was 57 at one time. And this is how people at 57 began to start acting.
Right.
Because for one, I can care less what you say and think about right now. I'm gonna tell you my opinion, especially if you ask me for it.
Right.
And if I see that I can help you, you don't have to ask, because I'm gonna give it in a way that you can accept it. Not that I came to you hard hey, don't do this, do this. But I'm gonna just, give you the advice that God is gonna pour into me to pour out to you.
And that's the reason. Go
ahead, I admire every inch of every thought that you've gone through in your life, every blood that you had to shed to get to be the person that you are.
Every now and then I go on your social media just to see what you're doing. Let me see what AC's doing today.
And it's amazing.
We be right here until you start.
Yeah, right here. Yeah.
You and that Sharilyn and that singing.
To do with self-respect.
Right.
And, you hear people all the time say, well, you can't get respect until you give respect. And my thing is, if we're all waiting for somebody else to give us respect, then maybe that's why the whole world is so disrespectful, because everybody's waiting for the next person to give respect. So my thing is changing the way I think. I give you respect first. You have my respect first, and that's everybody. If I know you or I don't know you, I respect you first. Now if our vibes don't match after that, at least we tried.
We did. And that was the effort. We did put an effort in, or I put an effort in to say, hey, AC, it ain't just working. It ain't working. It ain't working. So, but it's okay for us to agree not to agree. You know what I'm saying? So you have to
approach it
a different way. Yes.
Yes.
So amazing. So I know we got to go on another break. Okay, don't go nowhere. We'll be right back.
If you live in Houston and surrounding areas and are in need of quality childcare, contact Cuckoo's Treasures today. We provide professional childcare in a caring and nurturing environment. Do you work second or third shift or don't have a typical schedule? Cuckoo's Treasures can assist you. We're open 24 hours and some weekends. Give us a call today at 346-313-9064. And don't forget to mention Stunner Radio sent you.
Hey, we're back. We're back. Look, that's okay. That's okay. You got called. Yeah, our special guest,
Yeah.
AC, Mr. AC, Mr. AC.
I just was reading. My phone is blown up in my family, and once somebody said, "You sound like Stephen Smith." I'm like, "Uh-oh." I don't know who Stephen Smith is. The loud guy all in your face.
But okay, that's good sometimes.
Oh yeah.
Good.
Yeah, I know.
That's
I
good.
know
That's
exactly
good. So what else are they saying to you?
Let's see. You're doing a great job, my brother. I love you so much, and I feel you. This. Let me put this down because they're gonna make me get a little emotional there. So.
Oh, that's okay. That's okay. Now, see.
Barry wants to know how can he get a commercial.
Oh,
I don't know. How can he get a commercial?
Do you remember Barry?
Yeah, I remember Barry.
He was in Atlanta.
Okay, so
I see Barry right now.
Okay, how can I get a commercial?
Oh, you want me to do a commercial for you? Just contact Linda, my agent. She'll handle everything.
So it's so wonderful to speak to you, and I want to see your emotions come out because people need to know. I'm gonna say men. Men need to know that it is okay to show some emotions sometime. And for what you do for others, that only says that you are 100% real.
Thank you so much.
So now pick that phone back up and tell me what else they're saying to you on that phone.
Let's see.
That's amazing.
Let's see. Oh, we love you. We see you. Good job. Yes, they're right about you being that way all the time. They have no idea that you're really like this in person. And the only thing people see is on social media. They have no idea that that's who you are. Thank you. Wow.
See?
Wow.
You see?
Wow. Thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
I really do. I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you for everybody that's viewing this right now. My family, my friends, people I don't know, all of the social media people that are my friends, that vibe with me every day. I appreciate this. I really do.
See, if you don't read it, how you gonna know, baby? And we needed to share that moment I really needed to share that moment with you because I wanted to see the other side of you. And your family just invited us into those emotions to say, again, you are 100% real at all times. At all times. You have never been fake to me. If you was going to be fake, that would have been the first day that we met. And I have never picked up the phone and said, AC, before I can finish, yes, ma'am, let me see where I can move some stuff. And I appreciate that. So allow people to give you your flowers so that you can smell them and see them. Because you are well respected, you're well deserved to have them at all given time, man. Don't receive them. Don't act like you don't want to receive them, boy.
No. You already know. I'm thankful. I'm thankful for my life. I'm thankful just for the people around me and to hear some of the things that are being said to me, and especially my older brother. People say, well, he's this and he's that, talking about me, but they have no idea that I'm just the mini-me of all the other brothers, and I'm the youngest brother. And so I'm the mini-me of that, So what you see with me, you more than likely see my family. This is my mother. This is how my mother was. My mother was like the life of the world, and she always maintained that in us, to be thankful, be positive. You don't have to be a part of the norm if the norm is something that's not you. So I thank you for, everything you've done for me and pushing me. But I've told you this before. I said every time I sit down and talk to somebody, I always have to bring it back to you, Linda, because the way we met and the way things just jumped off from there. And again, me not having any idea on all of these things that were going to happen down the road from that one night, and it just opened up so many doors, because had I not walked on that stage that night, then those urban conference people wouldn't have came to me the next day.
Right.
And then when I went to that show, the people from the Bridal magazine wouldn't have been able to see me that day. And then when I went to the Bridal magazine, the people from London wouldn't have been able to see me that day.
Right.
So it is what it is, and I'm thankful. I've done a show in Tallahassee with CBS anchor Lenitra Bennett. I think she's watching too. Hey, Lenitra. And
hey, girl.
Right, to be able to stand next to our chemistry we just boom. They were calling us the dynamic duo, and it was the first day we met. We never had a rehearsal or anything, and we were able to get in that show, and it went so well. And then I have to sit back and look at myself and say, wow, you really just did that. Because a lot of times I'm surprising my own self, but then I also realize that this is who I am, and I just love people. I love being around good people. I love good energy. I love having fun. I love having a party. One of my sisters said, oh, he'll have a party and everything. Break a leg, let's have a party.
Let's have a party.
For real, So, and Jamel, I know you said that. So, and so it's just who I am, and it's how I grew up, and I guess the energy that's coming from me is how I feel in the inside. So if it's coming from the inside out, that's where it's coming from, and that's what it's all about. And somebody also asked me, well, you look young or whatever. I'm thankful for that. Thank you.
Right.
Thank you. Right. And what's your secret? And my thing every day, it says good energy, daily exercise, and the less stress as possible. Right. Because a lot of times you don't have to have a lot of the stress that's put on your plate. A lot of times we just accept it, and it doesn't have to be a part of the plate. I don't like okra. I don't want okra on my plate. I don't like negativity. I don't want negativity on my plate. You can't force me to eat okra, and you definitely can't force me to accept being negative.
You're right. Those are great words, great advice that you give to not younger, but to us, everyone that's breathing. You offer something, and I say to you, keep doing what you're doing. Just
it works.
When I call, just pick up the phone. Because I still got Brian's phone number too. Where that joker at? He didn't answer my phone call. But just keep doing what you're doing. And we don't know what the end's gonna be. But if the end is anything like what God is giving you right now, woo, boy, I can't.
God tells me every day that the best is yet to come. And I always say, I thought that already happened. No, we still got more to go. We still got a whole lot more to do.
Absolutely. And I think that was probably one of the best statements that anyone elderly who giving wisdom out could say to a person. The best is yet to come. The best is yet to come. I'm gonna do better than what I'm doing right now.
Exactly.
So, yeah, those are good words. So I am I'm trying not. I don't want to leave. I want us to stay. I'm trying to be.
Is the show over already?
8 o'clock. It's over.
But I see. Why don't you tell the guests how they can reach you? Tell our audience how they can reach you and how they can
I'm on all social media at AC Atlanta, acatlanta.com. You can reach me there, but if you contact me on social media, I definitely will get back in touch with you. If there's something that you want to plan or link up with, I do have a team, and if you contact me, I'll definitely direct you into the right place to get with them. And believe me, we will have a good time.
Okay.
It's always a party where AC's involved.
It's always a party. We had a party today.
We did.
Right here.
We did. We always do. I can't wait to see everybody in November. Now, I done told everybody about well, I tried to tell everybody. And I am so every time I think about it, I almost want to cry of joy, tears of joy, because I can't wait to just get everybody in the same room and just listen to you guys. I don't know. I have so much going on in my head that I want to talk about when I'm with you all. Right. So it's like, so how did you get started, and where did I meet you at? And you know, it's something else. And I always say it's a family. It's a family. Yes. And my father told us that he birthed 6 kids, and 4 of them were ministers. And you know, I said I wasn't one of the 4. It wasn't none of me. It wasn't none of me. But the man said, and I looked at that today, I reflect, shall I say, is that I always said this was my ministry. Right. This was everything that God wanted me to do right here, was to bring all of you guys together and to clean out the inside. Right. So that the outside could be so beautiful and people could look at you and go, oh my God, I feel you, man. I don't know why I feel you, but I feel you. That is the most awesome thing that my father, one of, that he loved me thinking about. Being a preacher, no, that's not me. That's not me. God would not let me get in front of nobody's pulpit.
I feel you on that.
And AC and get up and tell his people nothing. But to know the ministry doesn't work just being in the pulpit.
Yeah,
it is
exactly. And I must say that both of you, Linda and Sharilyn, you are that you. Great pastors outside of the pulpit, because being able to bring people together like you all do is amazing. To be able to put on a production like you all do is amazing. You know, and then even your podcast. You know, I sat and watched some of the shows, and you guys are amazing. And just like, you know, you say that I'm the same way all the time. It's the same with you all. Since I met both of you, I've never known you to be upset or you're always smiling. You're always, you know, upbeat and positive. Now you do, you know, we all go through things from time to time, but you all always bring good energy, at least to me. And I'm thankful for that, because I can speak for myself. And both of you have been really great souls in my life. And I thank you for that.
Well, thank you. Thank you so AC, it all falls back on what you said earlier. It takes a great team. And 1426 is not about Linda Scott. I have an excellent team. I have a strong team.
Yes, you
and
do.
One person that I'll tell the world about is Ramona Parker. Ramona Parker is my side, my back, my front. I done got fired from my own company. Then she rehired me again.
Hey,
Ramona
see?
Parker.
Yes.
That
sounds like Brian.
Yeah, right.
Yep, that's the same. Yep.
Exactly. So you know exactly what I'm saying. So it's not about me, it's the company that I keep. So it's the company that you keep that keeps you going and keep you full. And I'm so grateful to know that I'm in that company. I'm in that company, that I got a chance to sit there and eat bread with you. And I don't do the singing with you. I don't do the singing. But I eat bread with you, though. I eat bread with you, and I'm so grateful that you allow.
That thing is between me and AC.
Yeah,
I know, right?
Y'all can have that.
I know I can't sing one bit, but when I'm in the vibe, I'm gone. It's over. It's over. You put on some Frankie or Earth, Wind, and Fire, and that's it.
It's from your heart.
It's coming from your heart, and you motivate people with your tone.
Oh, Lord. AC, I tell my baby boy that all the time. You know your voice is only for your mama.
Yeah.
Don't say another soul out loud. Don't sing. So,
But you can't be
but
blessed with everything. You
yeah,
gotta share it.
that
You can't be blessed with
can't hold
everything.
it. Can't hold it. But ladies and gentlemen, the time has come
Oh,
Wow.
that we have to say goodnight, and we pray and hope that you receive something from Mr. AC that blessed you completely. So if you want to get connected with AC, he just told you AC Atlanta
on
all social media.
platforms.
Everything you find it. Put an AC Atlanta in there and
AC
see them
Atlanta,
pop up.
it's gonna pop up. That's it.
And then when he can't talk to you, he got a PR. Brian to keep everything in order.
Yeah. Got a whole team.
The whole team. So we got you. We love you, and we'll see you real soon.
Love you guys too, and thanks so much for having me.
Thanks, guys, for joining Sharilyn and I tonight. See you real soon.
On the Square Podcast. See you soon.